In the top stories, Phase 2 of criminal mediation training is on the way as the Federation prepares to implement a national mediation framework. Tourism leaders from across the Caribbean have to discuss the region's evolving travel industry, and the Lloyd Madison Trust has been revived to support education, conservation, and cultural development. The details on these stories and more after the break.
It's something that you can't put into words. A buzz in the air. From the time you wake up, you're ready to go. The freedom, the fantasy, the fete. To know it is to live it and love it. You have to experience it. If you know, you know. Angostura White Oak Rum. New look, same vibes inside.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Major Newscast. I am Shaira Flanders. Nationally, Phase 2 of criminal mediation training is on the way in St. Kitts and Nevis, building on the first round of training held in June. The 4-day program runs from August 24th to 27th and is preparing participants for their expected roles within the developing national mediation framework. This phase focuses on operational procedures, safeguarding, ethical requirements, and the practical application of criminal mediation. Participants are also taking part in role plays and mediation simulations to put those skills into practice. The training forms part of preparations for the implementation of criminal mediation across St. Kitts and Nevis. In other news, the tourism leaders and travel industry professionals from the Caribbean and the United States recently met in St. Kitts for the American Society of Travel Advisors Caribbean Showcase. The general session held on Sunday at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort brought together government officials, tourism representatives, travel advisors, and other industry partners. Among those participating were Federal Minister of Tourism Marsha Henderson, Premier of Nevis Mark Brantley, and tourism ministers and representatives from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the Turks and Caicos Islands, and the British Virgin Islands. Representatives from the U.S. travel industry also attended. The session was hosted by ASTA President and CEO Zane Kirby. The program included destination presentations and briefings for travel advisors, with discussions focused on the Caribbean tourism market and opportunities for growth across the region. And in other news, the Lloyd Madison Trust has been revived with a renewed focus on education, conservation, and cultural development. Chairman D. Michael Morton said the trust was established by the Brimstone Hill Fortress National Park Society in 2002 to honor the contributions of the late D. Lloyd Madison.
Let me begin by saying that on the 22nd of July 2002, the Brimstone Hill Fortress National Park Society established the D. Lloyd Madison Trust to recognize and perpetuate the outstanding contribution of the late D. Lloyd Madison, CBE.
Morton outlined the areas the revived trust will support.
The purposes of the trust are A, to recognize the outstanding contribution of the late D. Lloyd Madison, CBE, in particular in the fields of education, history, conservation, and cultural preservation and development of these areas of endeavor by way of the publication of books and other educational materials, hosting of lectures and symposia, the support of research and scholarships, and the presentation of awards to individuals and organizations for their works or achievements in education, history, conservation, and cultural development.
The Trust also plans to provide small grants to individuals working in areas including writing, photography, and music.
4, the provision of small grants to individuals, artists in writing, painting and drawing, sculpture and carving, photography and videography, design and graphics, music, dance, in procuring materials and equipment, in attending tutorials and workshops in recording and documenting their work.
Morton said funding guidelines will be made available to applicants, with the trustees responsible for managing the award process. And after the break, Pavilion Plus is looking to take Caribbean entertainment and culture to a global audience through its streaming platform. And several communities across St. Kitts will experience scheduled power outages this week. The details after this.
Here are your Horsford's Value Mart IGA Blue Tag specials.
Running August 20th to September 2nd.
Essential Everyday Cream Cheese Bar, $7.99. Essential Everyday Waffles, just $11.99. Morningstar Meatless Entrees, $19.99. Blue Ribbon Ice Cream Tub, $31.99. Essential Everyday Cooking Oils, $14.99. Essential Everyday Canned Fruit is just $9.99.
And now our value deals. Essential Everyday Pasta, $4.99. Essential Everyday Mac and Cheese, $2.99. Starkist Tuna Water and Oil, $3.99. Essential Everyday Salad Dressing, $9.99. Essential Everyday Canned Vegetables, $3.99. Arm & Hammer deodorant, $9.99. Shop smart, shop value mart. Tell them in Spanish.
Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en
Value Mart.
Swipe your card, live your life. National Bank Life is nice. You can spend it when you want it, how you like, where you like. Swipe your card, live your life. National Bank Life is nice. Home or away, any time of the day. Credit or debit, right in your pocket. The National Bank card, so many benefits. Oh yeah, the choice is yours. Just come and embrace it.
Live your life your way with purchases big or small. Mango, nuts, breadfruit and all.
You can spend it when you want it, how you like, where you like. Swipe your card, live your life. National Bank Life is nice.
Thank you for staying with us. Still on the local scene, Pavilion Plus, a United Kingdom and Los Angeles-based streaming company, is looking to take Caribbean entertainment and culture to a global audience. The company, founded by Trinidad and Tobago native Gian Franco, has 2 decades' experience in the entertainment industry. He explained how the idea for Pavilion Plus developed and the vision behind the platform.
The idea for the platform actually started back in 2005. I was entering grad school, and as part of our application, we had to explain why we wanted to go to grad school, and that grad school in particular. And at that time, I was really passionate about media and its power to galvanize a populace and seed ideas and elevate a populace if we chose to, using creativity and storytelling. And so within that, I said, you know what? I wanted to build the Disney of the Caribbean. And, at that time, I had no idea how we were going to get there, but I did know that as a North Star, Disney is an incredible company, and they've had such profound and tremendous impact, not only for me, but for millions of people around the world. And for the last 20 years, I've sort of been figuring out bits.
The Trinidad and Tobago native said this experience opened the opportunity to build a streaming platform with Caribbean content and audiences in mind.
Really consider it a privilege, and it's really humbling that so many filmmakers and producers have entrusted us with that responsibility of bringing their content into the world. If you've ever spoken to a filmmaker or producer, you'll know that their content is like their baby, right? And they want to make sure that it's treated well and that it's introduced to the world and promoted and marketed in a way that represents the story that they're trying to tell, and done so in an authentic way. And I think us being from the Caribbean and way of life, we have ability to capture that and present it to the world in a way that I think aligns with what many filmmakers want and expect. And so really
Franco also explained how regional creators can pitch their work to the company.
So we really make a great effort to go out and reach creatives. We go to film festivals, we talk to a lot of the film commissions, we talk to individual creators, and they often connect us with other individual creators. We're doing a lot of outreach ourselves. However, we've had many people reach out to us via social media and DM us, or they may connect with us via the website. We have a submission link on the website as well, and we are discriminatory. I often tell people that the Caribbean is so.
Pavilion Plus is also expanding its reach, having recently signed a major distribution deal with Samsung. Franco says the agreement will provide another avenue to get the platform and its content before a wider audience.
Samsung has an incredible presence. It's very, very much targeted to understanding our culture and being a part of our culture as they sort of provide their products and services. And we connected with them and we said, you know what? You'll have your phones, you have your TVs, you have the Samsung members platform that they are always offering perks and benefits and new phones and discounts and those types of things to Samsung customers. And we said, you know what, we'd love to partner with you to make our service available to your members in a unique and valuable way for your customers. And they love the idea. So where all Samsung members, if they go in their Samsung members app, they'll see that there's a very special offer specifically for Samsung members to enjoy Pavilion Plus services that is not available anywhere else.
In other local news, several communities across St. Kitts will experience scheduled power outages this week as Skillet carries out maintenance work. The interruptions begin on Tuesday with Fountain Estate and Keon affected from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and Soho Housing Development and Farm Meadows in Sandy Point from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Fountain Estate will be affected again on Wednesday, this time along with St. Peter's from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Shadwell will have a longer interruption that day from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Thursday's maintenance moves to Crab Hill in Sandy Point from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and Canada Industrial from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. The week's schedule ends on Friday with another 4-hour interruption in Fountain Estate and St. Peter's from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And coming up in regional news, public servants in Antigua and Barbuda are being paid early to take advantage of tax-free back-to-school shopping. The details after this.
So this is your first visit. Tell us a little bit about what you like so far on your first visit here.
Well, I like the layout, and of course the people are very mannerly, and everybody says good morning, good afternoon, and that kind of stuff, and that's not something that you hear every day when, like, you're in the US.
So you would say here at Value Mart, it is a friendly environment when you step into the supermarket?
Yes, because the first persons that we met, I don't know if they were employees of Value Mart, but they greeted you well and that kind of stuff.
And what do you think about just looking at the supermarket? You come in, you see the aisles, the products and stuff. Tell us a little bit about your first impression when you enter.
Well, the first impression I got is that you have nice wide aisles that people, carts could bypass each other and that kind of stuff. Because sometimes even in New York, you see that you sometimes have to step aside for the other cart, but I see carts are flowing through freely. There's nothing stuck in the way that prevent movement and that kind of stuff. I definitely would be back to shop at Value Mart. Shop smart, you know, it's at Value Mart.
Hey, shop smart, shop Value Mart. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, right now, right now. If you need cash in a flash with now, no need to fuss, leave it to us. When you need cash in a flash, no need to fuss, leave it to us. Hear me now.
When life throws surprises your way, now's here to help. Whether it's for an urgent bill payment, home improvements, or unexpected health expenses, or even that last-minute holiday trip. With Now, you get cash in a flash, approved in just 24 hours.
Now loans, cash at the speed of life, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, right now, right now.
A loan product powered by National Bank.
Public servants in Antigua and Barbuda are expected to receive their salaries by Wednesday ahead of the country's tax-free back-to-school shopping weekend. Prime Minister Gaston Brown says instructions have been issued to have government workers paid early, giving families access to their salaries before the shopping initiative. The temporary zero-rated sales tax measure is intended to reduce the cost of school supplies and other eligible back-to-school items. Brown also addressed outstanding back pay owed to some public servants, saying some payments were missed because of administrative gaps within individual ministries. Affected workers are being advised to contact the Treasury to have the outstanding payments processed. In other news, Trinidad and Tobago's national gas company has recorded its highest profit after tax in more than a decade, reaching $3.46 billion in 2025. That is more than double the $1.64 billion recorded in 2024, representing an increase of about 111%. NGC attributes the improvement to higher revenues from natural gas, LNG and NGL operations, along with cost containment, updated asset valuations, and new commercial opportunities. The stronger performance also extended to its subsidiaries. Phoenix Park gas processors recorded a 26.9% increase in profit, while Trinidad and Tobago NGL Limited returned to profitability. Energy Minister Dr. Rudal Munilal says NGC's performance strengthens its role in the country's energy sector and national development. And coming up, nearly 90,000 people are under evacuation orders as a large wildfire threatens Nevada. Stay with us.
Trust in NCI, come to NCI, protect with NCI, only NCI, always here for you, always, NCI is here for you, always, whole life, term life for your peace, healthcare, health plans, no worries, home shield coverage, you're safe, choose NCI to secure your space, life challenges will come your way, but NCI brightens your day, through your life's journey, we're here to stay, NCI will protect you all the way, whole life, term life, for your peace, healthcare, health plans, no worries, home shield coverage, you're safe, choose NCI to secure your space, trust in NCI, come to NCI, protect with NCI, only NCI, always here for you, always, NCI is here for you, always.
Nearly 90,000 people have been told to evacuate or prepare to leave their homes as a large wildfire moves towards Reno, Nevada. The Hawk Fire has burned about 15,000 acres since Saturday and remains uncontained with hot, dry, and windy conditions, making it difficult for firefighters to bring the blaze under control. 6 people have been injured, including 3 emergency responders, while several homes and other properties have been destroyed. Nevada Governor Joe Lombardo has declared a state of emergency in Washoe County, with National Guard personnel and aircraft joining the firefighting effort. Authorities warn the fire could remain active for at least another 48 hours, with strong winds threatening to drive the flames further across the dry terrain. In other news, 30 people have been killed after a landslide at Guinea's largest landfill in the capital, Conakry. Heavy rains early Sunday caused a mountainous pile of refuse at the Dar es Salaam landfill to collapse, burying nearby homes. 6 people were seriously injured, while rescue teams continued searching the rubble for survivors. The disaster came on the same day the landfill was due to close. Residents living nearby had previously been given eviction notices, and while some had already left, others were still there when the landslide occurred. The government says the remaining affected families will now be relocated. And up next in sports, FIFA President Gianni Infantino says more investment is needed to close the gap between the Caribbean and large football nations. Stay with us.
Trust in NCI, come to NCI, protect with NCI, only NCI, always here for you, always, NCI is here for you, always, whole life, term life for your peace, healthcare, health plans, no worries, home shield coverage, you're safe, choose NCI to secure your space, life challenges will come your way, but NCI brightens your day, through your life's journey, we're here to stay, NCI will protect you all the way, whole life, term life for your peace, healthcare, health plans, no worries, home shield coverage, you're safe, choose NCI to secure your space, trust in NCI, come to NCI, protect with NCI, only NCI, always here for you, always, NCI is here for you, always.
Thank you for staying with us. First up in sports, FIFA President Gianni Infantino has reaffirmed FIFA's commitment to developing football across the Caribbean after meeting with Caribbean Football Union representatives in the Dominican Republic. The meeting was held alongside the CFU Under 14 Challenge Series, which is supported through the FIFA Forward program. Infantino pointed to the tournament as an example of how investment at the regional level can help develop the game. FIFA Vice President and CONCACAF President Victor Montagliani was also among those present. Infantino said FIFA will continue working to reduce the gap between football's biggest nations and developing football countries, while expanding opportunities for players across the region. In other news, the ball used for Diego Maradona's famous Hand of God goal at the 1986 World Cup has sold at auction for $3.3 million. Maradona punched the ball past England goalkeeper Peter Shilton during Argentina's 2-1 quarterfinal victory. He later described the goal as being scored, quote, a little with the head of Maradona and a little with the hand of God. Maradona went on to score the goal of the century in the same match, dribbling past 5 England players before beating Shilton. The ball sold at heritage auctions in the U.S. on Saturday, but fell well short of the nearly $10 million it had been expected to fetch. And when we come back, we'll have another look at the stories that made the headlines.
Yeah, man. Another day in the books. Well, hello there. She pretty from head to toe, and are you ready to go? Wait there. Whew. Can't afford to slip up. Not even in my dreams.
Recapping the top stories. Phase 2 of criminal mediation training is on the way as the Federation prepares to implement a national mediation framework. Tourism leaders from across the Caribbean have to discuss the region's evolving travel industry, and the Lloyd Madison Trust has been revived to support education, conservation, and cultural development. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Major Newscast. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been your presenter, Shaira Flanders. Have a good one.